have you been avoiding? What have you been running from? Let's get to it, family.
Grand Rising, beautiful people. How y'all doing today? It's good to see you. How's everybody feeling today? Wake up, wake up, wake up. Turn y'all cameras on. Today is a beautiful day. It is all about the intention this AM. And today is about time management. Yep, we are addressing some time management. And like that King Magic just told you, today is a special day. But before we get into how special today is, I want to talk to y'all, family. Let's talk about a couple of things. Time management. I be in there. I be looking at y'all in some of that work. I speak to plenty of y'all. And time management seems to be one of the main issues that we seem to be struggling from. Put yourselves on mute. Everybody put yourselves on mute. And I just got a question for you. Maybe two. But what's the dollar amount that you said you actually wanted to make? Drop that in the chat for me, family. Put that dollar amount in there that you actually came into mentorship saying that you wanted to make. And then I actually want you to put in there what you're making now. Okay. Where the rest of y'all at? Y'all still sleep? Where we at? Let's go, family. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. We winning on this Wednesday. Let's go, y'all. I love that 500K a month. That's one of my sis right there. That looks scrumptious. Let's go, family. And how much are you actually making in comparison to what you say you want to make? Thank you, Queen Angela. Okay, so how are we doing with this time management? How are we actually doing with our time management? Because that's what it's costing you as far as what you're making, currently making right now. Inconsistent. And you see your numbers, Queen Angie, right? And so if it's inconsistency, that is the issue for you. That's what your inconsistency is costing you. So I want to talk about that a little bit. It's not going great, Queen Latanya. I understand. But I want y'all to see the high price that is costing you as far as what you're making right now and what you're looking to make. And we don't have no time to waste. Why? Because this is our championship year. Right? And so we have to be super intentional right now. We don't have time to waste. And so I just want to ask y'all real quick, what's actually been hindering you as far as that time management? 30 seconds or less. Virtual hands, let's talk about it real quick. 30 seconds or less. What's hindering you? Because you know what you want to make. You know what you're actually making. What's the hindrance? Let's talk about it because we have to get over these humps. It's hump day. And we got to get over these humps. Let's talk about it. 30 seconds or less. Queen Angie, come talk to us, Queen.
For me, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. There are days like I'm almost frozen. I go, why? I was like, damn. And there are other days, I mean, I'm like a fireball. Some days I get here and I'm numb. I don't know. I think it's fear. I don't know. I mean, the closer I get, the more excited I get.
The closer you get, the more excited you get. But then you put that word fear in there.
Yep.
I'm not sure because when you talk about being frozen, you freezing the money that you're looking to make. You put that
Exactly.
on. It's frozen. That money is frozen.
Exactly.
Fear is always going to stop you from getting to your goals. Always. But what you scared of, you have overcome so much already, Queen. Like I don't understand it either.
That's my last frontier.
Like we got to get past this. We got to talk about things because fear can no longer be an excuse. I'm looking at fear as an excuse now. And we got to get rid of that. That's just an excuse. We got to get rid of that. That's 2023. That's 2022. Like fear, that's an excuse. We done with fear. Fear don't live here. Not in this community. What we talking about? This is our championship year. Fear don't live here. It don't live here. We got to get rid of that. So we got some things to talk about, Queen. We gonna get past. We got to get past this. Today is going to be an amazing day, but we definitely got to get past this, y'all. Fear is no longer an excuse that you can use in this community. That is another bad word. Put that on a list, Jazz. It's a curse word. Yep, put it right up there with try. Fear, try. Nope, we done with those. Gotta go. Gotta go. You are too powerful. You have already seen how powerful you are already, Queen.
Getting there. Getting there.
Are you there? You already there. You're there. You're not getting there. You're there.
Bad word.
Watch yourself do it. So there's nothing to be scared of. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But you got to get out your own way still. And I know what that journey is like. I promise you, that's been me. Promise you. I know what that journey is like. You got to get out your way to get to the money that you're looking to get to. You are way too powerful. You've shown yourself that already. So let's get some work done because this is our championship year. It's February 7th. We got a little bit of time, not a lot, but the year is moving quick because it felt like we said Happy New Year yesterday. So we got to go, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Show the Queen Angie some love in the chat, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I love it. You know I love you to love. Always, Queen Latanya. Beautiful. She in there working. I remember them days you in there with them students. Ooh, cha. Thank you for reminding away from the deliverance is real. I love you so much. Talk to me, Queen. 30 seconds or less. What's going on?
My biggest issues is inconsistency, and I know that. I can start a process, I can get rolling, and then 2, 3, 5 days in, then I'm dropping off the face of the earth from it. So I'm very inconsistent, and I know that. But I know that's something I must overcome because it is delaying a lot of things. I was looking at, I'll shut up in a second. I was looking at everything that I have going on, ways that I can earn more money. And there's nothing that's stopping me from doing it, but my mindset and me and my inconsistency would follow through.
And what do you think has you being inconsistent? Like, what is it that you think that you get to like that 5th or 6th day and then all of a sudden you just drop?
I'm sorry.
Did you hear me? Okay. What do you think it is that gets you to that 5th or 6th day and makes you just drop off the face of the earth as far as like being inconsistent? Like, you know, the money you want to make, you see it, you're putting in the work. I see you actually getting your work done. You're one of the people that's getting your work done. So you're doing partial things and then all of a sudden you just come to a screeching halt. What do you feel like that is for yourself? Because that's the place we got to tap into. When you get there, what's happening?
Right. I know that I don't want to say it's fear, but it's betting on myself, believing in myself, having that self-doubt that I can actually do this, not having that cushion to fall on my job when I'm not doing it, you know, instead of moving in a sense that this is all there is, there's nothing else, I'm moving on my safety net of, well, if I don't do it today, I can still just, because I know my check is coming. So those are the things that I'm falling onto, that disbelief.
That is so real. Like, and I hope everybody heard what the Queen Latanya just said. That is so real because you want out of that job. However, you're using it as a security blanket to actually keep you stuck exactly where you are. Like, I understand it. I know and look, if anybody resonates with what she's saying, please drop Yana in the chat. That is so real. And the truth of the matter is, I walked away from exactly where you are. And what Happy Blanket is gone. I had no plan B, C, D. And so what happens is when you do it the way I did it, I just went cold turkey, you have to move because it's gone. And so if you don't do something, you're not eating. You're just not eating. Like, lights off, water off, like your kids looking at you like, what's going on? You don't have a choice but to move. So how bad do you really want it? bad do you really want it? Because you can actually walk away, and that might be your option. Do you want to just go ahead and force yourself into it? But you don't have to do that. You could actually make that decision and have that mindset while you're collecting that type of currency and be there and strategically planning yourself out of there. But already adopt that mindset already. Like, yo, this is it. Plan yourself out of there. Take away the security blanket mentally. Take it away mentally. Stop using it as a blanket. That's not where you want to be.
Right.
You got this, queen. There is no fear. You got this. We're going to talk some more, though. I love you, the life queen. Let's go. Fear is out of here. It's out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we got some of my favorite people coming up here. Let's go. Let's go. King Magic. Let's talk about it. Because you done voted on a few people like 50 million and 11 times. Let's talk about it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sunshine.
Don't you, ma'am?
I don't know. Y'all got to start calling her Sunset because she be coming through with some beautiful words. I don't know. Do y'all like the sunshine better or y'all like the sunset? What's a better view for you? Because I like sunset. Sunset been turning it up. But yeah, I just wanted to say something about what I've heard two people speak about. And I want y'all to realize that you need to speak yourself into existence and speak yourself out of existence. So everything that is you that's not workable for the situation you want to get into, that was me. So Latanya just came up and she said, yeah, I'm having this issue. I was having that issue. Because right now is a new moment for you to be a different person. Right now is a new moment for you to make that difference. Right now is a new moment for you to implement all the things you need to do to be that person that you know you are, to be your higher self. So that's all I want to say. Speak yourself into existence and speak yourself out of existence. Like all the things that's happening right now, okay, now isn't even now, right? Like I just spoke and that's the past now. Like right now, in this very second, I could be a different person. So that's all I wanted to talk about.
We appreciate that magic all the time. Show that king some love in the chat, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Where them wines at? Ring. Let's go. Where that energy, coach? Come see me. Throw them batteries up. Where they at? They green. Put them in there. Hey, beautiful.
Where they at? 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 What's going on, family? Yes. King Coach Magic, I love you. You already know that's the twin flame, big fire energy. But Latanya, I just wanted to say something piggybacking off of everything you just said, because this is the timeline right here. Sunshine, me, Magic. Who that? Like, it's just what happened. It literally is what happened. We ain't know each other. For those who don't know, that's the timeline that everybody got on their desk and started dancing and left their job and really betted on themselves, right? So I definitely wanted to piggyback off of what Magic said because it's very true. You have to keep speaking about what it is that you actually want, right? You have to keep speaking it and out loud. I used to whisper to myself and just tell myself or think in my head, like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm no longer scared. Like, I'm no longer fearful, Angela. Like, I don't believe in fear, but I would whisper it and I would say it in my head. And I'm like, why am I whispering to myself? If I'm having conversations with myself where people are speaking to me and I'm like, people are calling me and I'm like, nah, I'm in a conference right now because I'm talking to myself. It's true because I be talking to myself, but I was whispering to myself. Why am I whispering to myself if I am the star of my movie? If I know I'm the only person that could really change my entire life, why am I whispering what I want? Why am I just thinking what I want as opposed to speaking and actually constantly living what I want? So that was number one. That was the click that happened for me because there is no bet on yourself if you don't believe it. You could say you're betting on yourself, but if you don't believe it, then it's just words. There's no action, there's no intention, and there's damn sure no commitment. So you have to actually believe that you can bet on yourself. I was told straight up to my face I wasn't ready by a clear mind, right? Straight up to my face. And that's when the whole trigger went off. I said, a clear mind gonna tell one of that? Not me, not me.
And I also want us to remember LaTanya, Angela, everybody that's coming up here, everybody that's even working. Because I started with the peekaboo on the phone with my at work, like Sunshine, like, oh, there go Jasmine peekaboo. And yes, because I'm here. And I know that I have a mission, I have a plan because I'm consistently talking about it. I'm speaking to my mentors, I'm speaking to my accountability partners, and I'm speaking out loud. I'm not whispering about it. It is a big factor that I know is going to happen. So when is it going to happen? And just remember how you got into the situation that you're in right now. Remember how you got into the mentorship, Angela. You filled out an application, right? You got approved for that application, right? Why did you get approved for that application? Was it because they saw that you were fearful? No. They saw that you were courageous. They saw that your goals and your mission and your vision was something that aligned with the community and what we need. That's why your application got approved. LaTanya, you got that job that you in. Why? Because you just showed up and they're like, yeah, let me give it to her. No, because you had the credentials. You had the energy. You have the energy. Your vision, they need that vision where you are. That's why they're holding tight onto you. I need everybody to realize where you are right now in the current situation, how you got there is because of every value that you have is what is needed. So making that next step to fully bet on yourself, you already have the value. You just have to believe and constantly tap into it. And I really could go all day about this topic, but we have to get to the time management because that's strictly what got me out of that 9 to 5 and brought me back and brought me to the 24 hours that I do for myself now. And I wouldn't trade it for the world because it is the best feeling I have ever had in my entire life to wake up and just do what I need to do for me and not be sad that I have to go to sleep early and get up early to go do it for somebody else. But you have to believe in the bet on yourself. And that's going to start with your time management. So let's get into the special guest because I'm itching. I'm ready. I'm ready. I love y'all. I'm ready. Let's go.
Absolutely. I absolutely love it. And so listen, y'all, everything that Jazz just said, everything that everybody just said is so true. We can spend a lifetime on this topic because it is so near and dear to all of us and we've all experienced it. And I will say this one thing before we get into our special guest today. And I need all of y'all to take, matter of fact, I want you to drop it in the chat. And I also want you to put it in your notes. A made up mind doesn't have a problem with time. I need you to understand that. A made up mind doesn't have a problem with time. So I need every single last one of y'all to truly make up your mind. That's the only reason why you having a problem with time management right now, because you haven't fully, truly made up your mind. Now, at this moment, listen, one of the things that makes this place so special is the community. And what makes up this community is every single last one of y'all. We have some alumni that like just are irreplaceable energies. Their frequencies are just like on a level that are so priceless. And this king, he's the king of all kings. He has, from the very day I first met him and actually heard him speak for the very first time, he's been a blessing in my life and so many of other people's lives. Once you get to know him, you cannot help but to love him. He has a way of speaking into your life and over your life in a way that is just a true blessing on every level. Listen, I'm just so grateful for the opportunity that our paths ever even crossed. I am forever grateful to this community to ever have met this king. I need everybody to come off mute. If you don't know him, you will soon see what this beautiful blessing is about. And for all those that already know him, the love is on a million. So I need everybody to come off mute right now. Come off mute, because our very own alumni King John is about to bless us.
John.
Let's go, family. Let's go. I need y'all more in
All right,
the
John.
Get it, let's
energy.
get it, let's get it, let's
Go,
get
let's
it. Come
go.
on.
Let's go, let's go, let's go,
Happy voice.
Yes.
let's go, let's
Go
go.
with that fire.
Let's
Go.
go.
Thank you
Miles, break a
today.
mile.
Come up. I need to hear that voice. Morning. You need that bass.
Break a
Get that
mile.
voice.
Nice.
Get that energy.
Let's go.
Let's go, King
John.
John.
Good morning.
Oh my
Morning.
goodness.
It's good morning, man. Miss you, man.
Gotta
We
tell
love
y'all
you. We
about
love you.
that.
We love
I
you.
love y'all, family. I
Love us
love
some
y'all.
John.
Unmute, King John.
Unmute, John. Unmute.
Oh my goodness. I am so grateful to be here, y'all. I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm actually here crying. Man. How can I say? Sunshine, thank you. Coach Crew, thank you. Family, thank you. This means a lot. I want to take everybody off of mute for a second, Sunshine, and I want everyone to repeat after me. You see, one of the beautiful things about this community is that we have family. We have Angela. We have Latanya spitting gems out there. And so one of the things that Jasmine talked about is don't whisper what I want. She said, make that one of your values. So I want everybody to repeat after Angela when she said, closer I get. Say, closer I get. Please take everyone off of mute. Say, closer I get.
Closer
Closer I get.
Closer I get.
Closer I get.
Yeah.
I gotta move.
I gotta
Move.
I gotta
I gotta
move.
move.
I
Gotta
gotta
move.
Move.
Because the closer I get,
The
The closer I get.
the more excited I get.
The more
Excited
excited
I
I
get.
get.
I'm gonna move.
I'm going to
Move.
I'm gonna move.
I'm gonna move.
Oh, damn, John, come up with the word.
Yeah, man. Fear is an emotion.
Fear is an emotion.
Fear is simply an emotion.
Fear is simply an emotion.
Let that marinate for a second. Every single person approached this day with fear. It's simply an emotion.
That's it.
That's all it is.
That's
Fear comes.
John, you got unmute.
Unmute, John.
Thank you, guys. Fear comes in so many different forms, but it is only an emotion. Let that marinate. Yes, the bills are due, right? But the fear associated with the bills being due is simply an emotion. Faith is an action. Everybody on this call, if you believe, type faith in the chat. Type faith in the chat. One of the reasons it's so important to be on this call, be in a community, to be surrounded by people of faith. We're going to talk today about change. We're going to talk today about time management. But guys, as you manage your time, as you dream, I want everyone to have faith, to overcome the emotion of fear. Everybody say faith. Say faith. Faith. It's not just a name. It's who you are. You are people of faith. Now, what you're going to notice is I'm going to get into the presentation a little bit. And let me share my screen. Bear with me. Can you see my screen okay, family?
Yes.
Fantastic. So Sunshine mentioned a little bit earlier about achieve more in 2024. Guys, to achieve more, it takes time management. She talked about time management. This topic means so much to me because I had a family member and I was in hospice and having a conversation in hospice. She said to me, she said, John, I said, yeah, you expect to hear things, emotions, things of that nature. But she looked at me and she said, John, I'm unhappy. And I said, why are you unhappy? Because I'm trying to, as best as I could, trying to encourage her as she was sick. And she said, John, I poured into so many people. I poured into my children. I poured into my family. I poured into the community. But I never poured into myself. She said, John, I did not manage my time effectively. I never poured into myself. She said, John, I had dreams, things I wanted to innovate. I wanted to work with different people out there to collaborate and make things happen. It's so interesting. I actually thought that she read Coach Cruz's book, Become More Efficient in Less Time, because she was saying a lot of things in this book. But she said to me, she pulled me by my collar and she said, John, learn how to manage your time. When you dream, it's just as important as everybody else's dreams. But give yourself an opportunity to achieve more by taking your dreams, manage your time effectively, and try to achieve them. How many of you have dreams? How many of you have people in your life that distracted you, who you felt like pulled you away from achieving your dreams? Put a one in the chat if that's you. You know how it feels. Guys, as we talk today, some of the things we're going to chat about is an approach to use to help us in managing our time, to help us achieve our dreams. Reflections, distraction, prioritization. We're even going to talk about some technology tools and community. As I began to research this topic, I saw some very, very interesting stats. 92% of people who set New Year's goals never actually achieved them. Only 6% of people who want to change something in their lives actually succeed. Say that's not me. Put in the chat, that's not me. How many know because you're here in the MMA Academy, you are part of the 6%? Dr. Rosen says something else. The unique thing about that 6% that actually achieve, that succeed, they want it. They're hungry for it. Like Jasmine said, they don't whisper. Like Apolline talked about, they command. They speak to their day. They speak to their money. That's what the 6% does. Now, guys, one of the things you'll find Coach Crew talk about, you also find Ramel talk about, they talk about getting into the room. Getting into the room. Give yourselves a hand clap for being in the room today. That's the beginning of change. This is not cliche. I want to tell you a true story. So I got into the room of some people managing billion-dollar budgets. Not millions, billions. And as I sat into the room, the first thing someone said to me was, I'm in this room, billionaires, y'all. The first thing that the person said to me was, isn't white privilege great? I kind of took a step back, skin complexion and, okay. And I said, pardon me? He said, you heard me. Isn't white privilege. Great. We talked about fear a little bit earlier. They said a lot of other things. I sat there. I became angry. I became discouraged. I became upset. But at the same time, I said, let me take those emotions and let me see the opportunity in this. As much as I didn't want to, I bit my tongue. But as I sat in the room, I began to find out what they were talking about to plan for the following year. Some things that they talked about was, what goals did I want to accomplish the previous year? What goals did I actually achieve? What goals were not achieved? What distracted me? What distracted us from achieving those goals? Now, if I take what they said and I break it down to my everyday life and our everyday life, some things that may distract us or hinder us: tragedy, a negative medical report, gossip. Gossip hurts, y'all. You ever have people that call themselves your friends, call themselves your family, and you find out that those intimate things that you felt was so dear, they begin to share it. It hurt. It discouraged you. Put a one in the chat if you ever been hurt before by someone who calls themselves this so-called friend. We all encounter challenges at work. These things are called distractions, hindrances, things that can discourage us. As I sat in the room with the billionaires, I began to listen to what they were saying. One of the key things that they shared with me is creating values based on negativity. Jasmine and Sunshine talked about it a little bit earlier today. Take that negativity, think of something positive, and allow that to create values for yourself to manage your time. I'll give you an example. For instance, unexpected tragedy. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I got a call into my life. Quite frankly, I told God, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm just being real. I told God I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Well, guess what? Ended up in a car accident. I got hit 7 times by one car, and I was partially paralyzed. Y'all don't know. That was in 2011. This is 2024. Last year was the first time I learned how to walk. People don't know that. I have been struggling for roughly about 10 years to learn how to walk properly. And so for myself, part of my time management, part of my values, I put God first. I have an alliteration for myself. I say, my life is in God's hands. Together, you and me, we're going to create, and life will be grand. Because I've had so many health challenges, a healthy lifestyle, that's my second value. Thriving relationships, financial management. These are my values. How do you put these things into practice? I had to sit there in a room with the billionaires, y'all, because I didn't know how to manage my time. This was a prayer that I prayed to God. I started my day off with 71 tasks I had to do each day for work. That's just work, aside from my personal life. But as I sat in the room, I disregarded what they had to say. And one thing I learned through them is to develop values. For instance, let's just say you wake up. Let's say you're getting ready to go to work. It's about 8:30. You got to be out the door by 9 o'clock. Somebody gives you a call. Really good person, great friend, but it's 8:30. You got to leave, go to work at 9. Before, I used to always pick up the phone, talk to the person, end up late for work. But now, the first thing I ask myself, Before I have a conversation with them, did I have a conversation with myself? Did I encourage myself? Before I have a conversation with them, did I have a conversation with God? One of the things I learned in life, the first 30 minutes of each day, that conversation in our mind will influence the rest of our day. And so I learned I have to have that conversation with God to get that inspiration for application to have a more effective day. Then I say to myself, did I take my vitamins? If I didn't do those two things, the third one is relationship. Hey, relationship, I'll call you back. It got to go to voicemail. These are the things that these billionaires were doing. I got a chance to be in the room. Something that Coach Cruz said, and I took this out of his book. He said the key to transforming a fixed mindset is to catch yourself. Change the narrative. Change the narrative. Earlier, we talked about fear. We changed the narrative to faith. You are more than a conqueror. You're on this call. You're a mailbox millionaire. Change the narrative. Jasmine talked about whispering, talking. Change the narrative to yourself. Use more positive vocabulary in your narrative. It's going to help you manage your time. It's going to give you that motivation that you need in order to take that extra push and go forward. That's why we say, let's go. Now, guys, there's some tools out there that we can use to help us to manage our time. Please take a screenshot of this. Please write it down. Luhv Plus, I love, guys, because it's the first application or platform that's out there where we involve community. Put a 1 in the chat if you appreciate Luhv Plus. Put a 1 in the chat if you appreciate Luhv Plus. Put a 1 in the chat if you love Sunshine, Coach Crew, Jasmine Ruby, Abilene, Moya, Dynamic Danielle. Guys, this is a community that they built to help us achieve more, manage our time, be successful in life, and some tools to complement that. I remember the milk, Google Keep, Smartsheet, AnyDo, OpenAI, Todoist, whatever you like, but make sure that you get a tool. Those of you that get into AI, you're looking at Midjourney, you're looking at ChatGPT, you're looking at Google Bard, Microsoft Copilot. Guys, you can use that as a virtual assistant to help you manage your time, also manage your life. One of the things we're talking about is finances. OpenAI can help you in terms of your finances. There's a chat that I put there that you guys are welcome to copy, take a screenshot of. It talks about retirement planning for the age of 65. You can copy this. Now, I will forewarn you, this worked in OpenAI or ChatGPT 4, not 3.5, not Google Bard, not Microsoft Copilot. This worked in ChatGPT 4. Why is that important? ChatGPT 3.5 is up until 2021. And what I'm finding is a lot of Black and browns are not using this technology. But this technology is free and it's for us. Now, guys, I tried a lot of tools out there. I was the person to write on a notepad. I was the person to take a lot of different sticky notes and have stuff all over the place. And I needed to learn how to manage my time. I never forgot what my late grandmother told me when she pulled me by my neck. And she told me, she said, you take time to invest in your dreams. Take time to invest in you. Smartsheet, I encourage everyone to look at, or even Microsoft Project. From a career perspective, if you learn how to use these tools, you can make anywhere from 50 to 200K by learning how to master these tools. For myself, I use this to manage my life annually. For this particular tool, at the end of December, I strategize. I plan out my finances, my financial goals. I was honored to sit with the coaches today to hear Jasmine, to hear Sunshine, to hear Apolline, to hear Moya, to hear Danielle, to hear the team talk about their personal financial goals because they want to achieve more. They're managing their time and setting themselves up for themselves and for their families. You can do this. Say, I will achieve more in the chat. I will achieve more in the chat. I will achieve more. And that's why we're here today in this Luhv Plus community. Because we are like-minded people who are going to achieve more. Guys, I'm grateful for Coach Crew. I'm grateful for Sunshine. I'm grateful for Apolline, for Danielle, for Moya, for Jasmine. Because iron sharpens iron, y'all. Iron sharpens iron. It's not for you to leave here in fear. It's for you to leave here in faith. It's for you to believe. This is what you achieve being a part of a Luhv Plus community. Family, I appreciate the opportunity to serve you. I appreciate the opportunity to share this presentation. This is a topic that's near and dear to me. I watched my grandmother pass away. She passed away with broken dreams, never giving herself an opportunity to achieve. And I promised her, in her honor, I was going to work hard to achieve. For God, for myself, and for my family. Managing my time effectively. Thank you, family. Love you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Everybody
Let's
come
go.
Everybody got
Appreciate you,
Ray,
Thank you, thank
Ray.
you, thank you,
John.
John.
Thank
Fire,
you.
man.
Wonderful
Thank you,
words.
appreciate you,
So much,
John.
John.
Wonderful
Thank
words.
you.
Man,
Thank you. That was a blessing. That was a
that's
blessing.
really good stuff.
Man,
Amazing job.
all that in the bag is just
We
so
are
good.
grateful
Nice.
for you.
Blessings,
Amazing.
blessings, blessings.
We need it. We miss you. We look forward to
Thank
you
you,
coming
John.
every
Major
single
Got
blessings.
that
wow.
voice, man, that bass.
Oh
That's
my
life.
goodness. You
Thank
are
you. Love you.
amazing
Look
inside
at
and
all that,
out.
King. You
Inside
did
and out. You
Be
amazing.
are
blessed, my guy.
amazing. We love you.
Thank
We
you
love
Absolutely.
so
you.
much.
You are
Thank
amazing
you.
inside
Need
and
to hear
out.
that.
you.
Really.
Thank
Hold on, I ain't
Yes.
gonna lie. I ain't feeling that energy. Turn it up for John.
you.
Turn it up for John.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
John.
Let's
John.
go.
Let's get it. Let's get
Thank
it. Let's get it.
you.
Let's get it.
King John,
You're
let's get
amazing.
it.
Thank you, John.
That was
Thank you so
amazing.
Let's
That was
go,
much.
We
amazing.
King.
love
Let's
you.
go.
We
Thank
Let's
love
get
you.
you.
it.
We love
I
you.
think
Need
I
to
gotta
hear
give the
that today. We
Did
microphone
needed to
amazing,
hear
King.
that.
We love
to
you
You know I
inside
did.
and out.
Thank
Inside
you.
and
You
That
did
was
out.
a
it.
blessing. It was a
emotion.
blessing.
Thank you,
There
That was a
John.
is
blessing.
no
Much
other
love,
John.
King.
There is
Thanks
no
for
other
There's
blessing us,
none.
John.
King.
You're one of a kind.
Phenomenal. I just want to tell you, I think people were caught up in their emotions a little bit, King App. Like that was, it was kind of,
Yeah.
yeah,
Solid.
but and then it was like, whoo, we was in that emotional state with him. It was absolutely beautiful. And I just want to let you know, like your grandmother is shining down on you that beam of sunshine and light, and she would be so proud of you right now in this very moment. So that was like you're doing the work, you're doing God's work, you're doing the work for her, and you're doing it for yourself, and that was absolutely amazing. And thank you for blessing all of us with that. And you spoke directly to me, you know, through all of that. And that's something that, you know, I hold near and dear to my heart, that exact message. So thank you. I appreciate you so much, King. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So everybody, show him some love in the chat. We appreciate you so, so much. And I hope y'all took some notes. I hope everybody took heed to that message, because that was extremely like a personal message that I think every single last one of us. Everybody on mute. We love you back, King. We absolutely love you back. You're phenomenal. You're amazing in every way. And thank you for simply being you. And that's what this.
I'm mute, Sunshine.
How could this community not be amazing when we have these kind of people? Like, utterly amazing. So yeah. King App, what we moving into? You know what it is? Let's go.
Yeah, I know what it is. We moving into the next section.
Yep.
Oh, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Cause y'all been on here all hype. We gonna check y'all. Who been doing their work? Who's been doing the work? So we're moving into the next section. Assigned then a line. Let's get it.
While we talking about time management, let's get it flowing, y'all. So Assigned and aligned. If y'all don't know what this segment part is about, don't shout. How many people we got in here? 36. See, it done dropped down to 35 already. Don't try to leave the room now. Stop playing. Stop playing. Get back in here. We going into the segment as far as pulling it up. We're gonna go into literally live, checking to see who's actually been doing some of this work. You pulling it up, Kate?
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Somebody left.
Yeah, don't be leaving the room now. Don't be leaving the room now. All right, so we're gonna start with
right now
non-negotiables.
in here, as we are going in here, like literally right now, y'all could get in here and do some work. It does not mean that you cannot get in here and not actually start doing the work. You can actually use this moment at this very moment and start posting. It is okay. So we are in our non-negotiables, and our Queen Kara, she always coming through. Queen Kara is a part of the elites, and she's not playing with it. She has been coming through here and showing up for herself continuously. It's been absolutely amazing. Kara, thank you, not just for showing up for yourself, but for showing up for the community and your team. And she's speaking on her non-negotiables for today. And she states that they are, one, the Queen Kara says, I must stay hydrated. I made a commitment to drink 64 ounces of water every day, which I have, and I'm proud of myself for staying consistent and disciplined. I must be the change that I want to see by continuing to take proactive steps towards my goals, making mindful choices and actions. And 3, I must get back to writing my 3 daily affirmations on Post-its. I've been slacking with doing this. Although I start my day by saying affirmations in the mirror aloud, I also want to write them down because you make it more powerful when you write things down. Absolutely. I love it, Queen. Thank you again for coming through and getting it done. She's starting her day off winning. She's getting that work done. I love it, Queen.
Hold up, Sonny. I just want to say something. So I just want y'all to make sure that y'all doing exactly what's instructed, right? Because it's not, like I said, it's not for us. This is for y'all, right? This is so that you could become that owner, investor efficiently. So this is the part right here. 3 or more sentences. So let's do what's exactly instructed so that we could build that habit of covering everything that we need to cover. So that's all I want to bring up, but great job, Carol.
And happy birthday, Queen. Enjoy this solar return like no other. Keep being amazing. We love you. All right, what's next? We still in non-negotiables. We are moving into Queen Sophie. Queen Sophie says, today, non-negotiable is I must continue to stop letting people get under my skin and remain vigilant to my goal. Yes, ma'am. Let's get it, Queen. Today, I must attend Double R's underwriting class, and we all should be there. We got 35 people in the room. At least these 35 people should be there. Today, I must recuse the application to get pre-qualified. Absolutely. And today I must guard my mouth and let the words of my mouth be acceptable in God's sight. Amen. Yes, Queen Sophie, thank you so much for coming through. We truly appreciate you for getting your work done. Keep showing up for yourself, Queen. We appreciate that. Daily commitments. This is major. These daily commitments are so important. What are you committed to for yourself, family? So for today, who we starting with? Yeah, they already know what to do. It's
Sonny, I want to know, like, why aren't there more people posting? Like, I thought we addressed this last week. Can we touch on that, please? And can we find out what's going on, please? Because The way to win the day is the first 30 minutes of the day, and they should be doing this in the first 30 minutes. And it's disappointing to see only 7 people again putting the answers in and filling this out. But I'm gonna put myself on mute before I say something. Let me guard my mouth before God disapproves of what I'm about to say.
Well, family. Okay, I see you, Queen Angie, in the chat. Okay. Queen Cookie, I see you too,
So
Queen.
hold up. Before we read Bruce's comment, let's read the instructions real quick.
No, we're about to address the question that King just stated. So why aren't there more than 7 comments as far as getting our work done and winning the day as far as coming in here within the first 30 minutes? Can we talk about it for a minute, family? Real quick. Stop sharing the screen, King app, please.
Yeah, I'm putting them on gallery mode. Hold up.
Absolutely. Because again,
I
y'all,
need to see what's going on.
this definitely isn't about us, and this isn't, I mean, we all have our personal journey in this process. We all have our personal goals in this process. This work is about your personal goals and your personal journey. And we talked about winning the day. We've gone over this several times. So 30 seconds or less, let's talk about why we're not coming in here. And as soon as we're getting up, or even getting up a little bit earlier, just to get this done so that it's out the way and you've set your intention for the day already by having this knocked out. Queen Vanita, come talk to us, Queen.
Good morning, everybody. Well, I know I'm trying to be in there every day. I'm not there as early because, of course, it's like I'm up for this at 5 something. So to get up and get on this on these days, I have morning routine with my grandkids in the morning, but I am trying to be as consistent as possible on a daily basis. My first half an hour of the morning sometimes gets away from me as far as trying to do things for myself because I got grandbabies that I take care of. So, but I'm in there doing my best.
Are you able to do it, even if you can't do the whole entire segment? Are you able to squeeze it in like a couple minutes at a time? Like when you're doing what you're doing with your grandkids? I can't hear you, honey.
Okay, wasn't allowing me to unmute again. I'm doing it a little bit at a time during the day. I'm not able to sit down and do everything at one time, but throughout my day. So I am pretty much getting it done. I missed like one of them yesterday. I think I didn't get a chance to do so, but I've been trying to be as consistent as possible because it helps me as well.
And so I look at this as a perfect segue as far as what we're dealing with today, as far as our time management, right? Because are we planning out our days prior to the day? Like, so are we literally looking at, and this is for all of us, every single last one of us in here, are we using the tools that's like available to us? Are we literally planning out our time?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a whole time management segment in here that we could work on as far as planning out tomorrow, today, that helps give us that time slot to get this work done. If we know that this is how we're going to win the day, are we literally putting it in our mind and scheduling that time to make sure that we are squeezing this in, fitting it in, or making it a priority, or moving with that type of intention for us to win a day? I could honestly say that probably most of us are not doing that, myself included, on many of days. Some days I do, some days I don't, but we all need to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the intention. We need to set the intention for ourselves to do this on the daily basis if we are setting the type of goals that we're setting for ourselves. And so we have to utilize our resources that we have before us and definitely set that intention and manage our time properly to make sure that we're doing better. We can't stay the same. That's not why we made the investment. We definitely
it's definitely on my daily schedule. So something, like I said, it's bits and pieces, things come up, and then I'm working during the day as well. So, but I'm, like I said, doing my best.
All of us.
Yeah.
I got you. That's all of us.
Yeah. It's definitely, I'm getting better even with my time management, because I do have this thing here that I do put my daily schedule in. I do it the night before, go dealing with what I have to do with my clients. I do write my notes of what I've done each day. After that, make sure I complete. On Wednesday is my day that I go back to Monday and Tuesday and see if there's anything that's unfinished or that I need to follow up on. So I'm getting a lot better. And Coach Crew's book is really helping me.
You can say it a little bit louder. It's okay.
Yeah, we said we ain't whispering no more. We
definitely
ain't
helping
whispering no
me.
more, y'all.
Yeah,
We ain't whispering
definitely.
no more.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that book. It's definitely making a difference for me.
Absolutely. It's supposed to. He put a lot of time and effort into it. And so I'm quite sure that's nothing but love. And so we appreciate you, King Crew, for that. So did you want to speak?
Absolutely. Everybody send some love to Vanita in the chat. Thank you for that, Vanita. Thank you for your transparency and your honesty. I want to say something. If I could be real, everybody let me know in the chat.
He said, I cannot stay quiet over here. Bring me up.
Right. So the thing is this. When we put together this program, we did it in a scientific way, right? So we measure the results of how can we get the result, how can we get what we want, right? And as far as manifestation goes. And one of the things where we have to be more intentional about writing it down. To believe it or not, like just being honest, most people don't. They don't write it down. You know where they write it at? Let me know if y'all know where they write it at. Just think about where you write it at. Let me know. When you don't write it down, where's the other place that you're writing this information of what you want to do? In your mind. That's where you're writing it at. Is your mind used to write, or is your mind used to store images in things, right? Thoughts. So the thing about it is this. You're not doing the work. And when you're not doing the work, you're not going to get the results. That's the bottom line of it. So if you figure out, if you say, okay, I can't wake up in the AM because I got these obligations, what is stopping you from doing it the night before? Let me know in the chat. If you have a problem with doing it in the AM, which I understand, some of you might have children, some of you might have things you need to do. Some of you might live on the West Coast, and this is right now, 6 o'clock right now in the AM. It's early. We don't expect you to get up for, but are your dreams waiting for you? Are your dreams just allowing you to make excuses and say, okay, make those excuses, because I'm going to be real with you. Everything that you say to me and the reason why you can't get it done is an excuse. An excuse doesn't mean it's not valid. It's just something that excuses you from doing the thing that you set out to do, which excuses you from the result of having a thing that you said that you wanted. That's why I have the issue. It's not about because I want you just to be doing the work, just to do the work. No, I want you to do the work so you get the result, so you get what you actually want in your life. How many of you actually want the results? Everybody drop results in the chat. If you want the results, everybody drop results in the chat. So just to be honest, you're not doing enough. And if you feel like you're not doing enough, put it in the chat. I'm not doing enough. So just be honest, because when you're honest about where you are, you can go to where you want to be. The only way you can get to be where you want to be is if you know where you've been. You've been hiding, you've been avoiding. You must stop hiding, you must stop avoiding, you must start doing, you must start being. Therefore, you can have, once you become the person that earns the right to have the experience. And the truth of the matter is, you're making up excuses to not do the work, which is the reason why the universe is not presenting you with what you want. Who said they wanted to come up and share? Who was that?
Miss Angie and Anna.
All right, cool. Where's Ramella? Is Ramella here?
I'm not sure. And King John.
All right. I thought he was in here for some reason because he.
Hey, Mindset Mogul, could you just point out like that mindset of solutions? Like when people say they can't and don't think about all the ways that they can. Like, can you just talk about that?
Yeah, I got you. So most people, when they first start speaking, they speak about why they can't. Instead of speaking about why you can, I want you to tell us all the ways why you can. I want you to actually look at yourself and say, you know what? I deserve to have this result. The truth of the matter is, most people who don't get the results that they want, they don't feel like they deserve it. It's a subconscious thought because your lifestyle is your mindset turned inside out. So what's actually stopping you from getting to where you want to be if your lifestyle is your mindset turned inside out? It's the mindset. It's the way that you're thinking. It's what you're setting your mind on. You know what? I could do that tomorrow. You know what? That's not that important. It's important. It's super important for you to realize that nothing matters more than personal development. Period. But let's continue to go because I don't want to hold up because I do want to share some things with y'all, but I need your permission to share those things. So I want to get super explicit and show y'all something. Let's continue to go, Queen. Who's coming up? You can take me off the screen. I just couldn't sit by just listening to all that. I'm sorry. Take me out of here. Take me out. Mute my mic before I say something God disapproves of.
Come talk to us, Queen Anna. What's going on, love?
There we go. Good morning. Thank you guys for the powerful messages this morning. I absolutely am grateful for this community. There's a lot of emotions in here. And each time I join a call, it's contributed to helping with my self-awareness. I heard Jasmine talk about time management. And in my case, especially, I have a full-time job right now. And Sunshine, you mentioned priorities. My priorities and my commitments, I've just come to the realization that they have all been for my full-time job. Like Jazz said, working for someone else. My commitments, first thing in the morning, my full-time job. And then the program, I wait until later in the evening at night to get the work done. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta flip that, right? Like Coach Crew just mentioned, you gotta be in alignment with what you want and prioritize accordingly. So for me, I gotta do better with, I think my time management is okay, but my priorities, I need to get them in alignment with what I want, because what I want is to eventually, and I think some people on the call may share the same sentiment, is to eventually transition out of my full-time job. So if there's a program here that's helping me add value to do that. And I'm truly grateful, but I'm committed to making this a priority and taking care of my homework first thing in the morning, setting the intentions for the day, moving forward, and getting this done. So thank you guys for bringing awareness to that for me.
I love it. Everybody show the Queen Anna some chat, because you know what you just watched happen, y'all? That made up mind. You watched that made up mind. She just made up her mind. And now watch what happens. That made up mind, time is not an issue. Time will not be an issue. She's going to sit up there and get whatever she wants done. I absolutely love it, Queen. So let's go, because you're walking away from that job. Like literally, once you start prioritizing yourself properly, you're going to see things totally different. And so absolutely, I love it. Show the Queen some love. Let's go, Queen Angie. You better not say them curse words. You better don't. Don't come up here cursing. You better don't.
I know, right? For me, honestly, is like sometimes I do it at night. It depends on my load. Like Monday and Tuesday is top heavy.
Bring it back. We don't want
Monday and Tuesday it is. I'm telling the truth.
Bring it back.
So I do it in the morning after class. So I schedule it according to if I'm top heavy with class. Like on Mondays, it's crazy. Tuesdays, it's pretty heavy. And then it's this morning. So I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock last night. So I said, I got to go to bed. So, and I woke up and said, I'll get up. So this is my morning to do it after class. So for me, it's the scheduling according to what's top heavy the night before. I really like to do it the night before, like late, like 11. And then come in the morning, it's already done. So I can go and get my workout, because it sets me back. When it sets my workout back, it just reschedules that part of my morning. So for me, it's just about manipulating the workload, because now I added in that the financials class was shaky. So there's some things where I have to add in my study time. So for me, it's just manipulation of my schedule. And so here goes my time management again. But I have to get some sleep. It was 2 o'clock. I went to bed at 2 o'clock. I said, 5:15, get out of bed. Okay, let's go. And there I am. And now there's light behind me. So I'm not complaining. I'm saying I have to manipulate my schedule. and I have to get some sleep because that's a non-negotiable. 2 o'clock is too late. I need to get 5 hours. I need to be in bed by 12 o'clock. Sometimes I can't get to bed by 12 o'clock.
So the priority. So definitely it's about the priority.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So help me out. I mean, you want to see the schedule? I'll tell you all the classes I got, and then I have to study. I have to do my public speaking. I said, where am I going to do that? Then I do that. Do the reels. I was like, okay. And then I have to realize. And sometimes I just get up in the morning. I sit in front of this computer and I go, woosah. And then I'm ready because I love seeing this energy's community. Jazz has never turned off energy. It's always like Energizer Bunny. And here comes sunshine. I mean, like, bam. I mean, how can you not start your day off on a trajectory, right? So I go, okay, I got that energy. Time to go to work. But yeah, it can be really intense. So for me, again, it's just manipulation of my schedule. It's not on this, it's not always in the morning. I like to do it, and I prefer to do it at night. I really do. So in the morning, I can just leave class, go work out.
Anything. I don't want you to manipulate anything. I just want you to be super intentional about what you're doing on what days and just prioritize everything that you need. But don't manipulate anything. Okay. So we're going to look at your schedule and we're going to get some things right. But I don't want you to manipulate anything. All right. We're going to get you right, Angie, though. We're going to get you right, Queen, because you're doing amazing work. Okay.
Thank you.
We got you, love. Yeah, I showed Queen Angie some love in the chat. Did you want to say anything to her, King?
Sorry.
Did you want to speak on that at all?
No. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just let John go. Shout out to Angie. Angie usually doesn't make excuses. She just gets the work done. So let's just continue getting the work done. Great job, everybody. Let's go to the next person.
King John, come talk to us, King.
Thank you, Sunshine. I got to tell you, it's definitely an honor to be able to share with everybody today. When I share with you that I sat with the people managing $1 billion budgets, I was always about work. And I used to work 70+ hours a week. I've done that for years, and I've been on 24 on call. And some of the things I've done I can't talk about. But one of the things that the billionaires shared with me was that activity is not productivity. Activity is not productivity. Crew talks about being the star of your movie. If you plan your life by priorities, have 4 to 5. Allow that to filter your day. That'll help equip us to be the stars of our movie. One of the books that they read was 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen Covey. I've watched these guys live this because I got in the room. But they planned their life by priority, not by activity. By doing those things, like Cruz said, they deserve to have this result. But they did the work to have that result by living their life by priority. Thank you, guys.
I absolutely love it.
Give some love to John in the chat.
Please.
Look,
hey,
think
coach.
about it. Yeah.
Hey, coach.
Can you spotlight him? Can you spotlight him?
Can I talk a little bit, coach?
Yes, please. Thank you.
How y'all doing?
Doing fantastic.
So first and foremost, I want to just congratulate everybody for even being on this call right now. You know, it's 35 people on this call. And that means that not everybody's on these accountability calls because either the schedule is doesn't fit for it or it's not a priority. So first and foremost, I just want to congratulate everybody for being on this call. And Jazz, you got that list of everybody that's on this call. I want you to reach out to them directly and I want you to get their Cash App. And I'm gonna cash up everybody on this call so they get some lunch today, right? I want y'all to really take yourselves out, like be at peace. Like don't bring nobody with you. Just take yourself out, go grab some lunch today, and really, brainstorm and reflect on what the last 30 days has been like for you and what you need to do, what we need to readjust going forward. Because sometimes that's really what it's about, just reflection, right? We're moving too fast, we're doing too much. Like Angie, I love your motivation, your dedication, but we got to do one thing. We can't be in every single class doing every single thing. Yes, there's abundance of opportunities, but we need to be great and master that one thing first. Then we start to level up and do other things, right? The information that we give you here in the Mailbox Me in the Academy, you don't have to do it all right now. You got a year with us. Do one thing. Let's master that. Let's get some results out of that. Once we get results, then let's add to it, right? And then I want to ask, who actually went and got planners? We had the first class. Who actually went and got their planner? Put me in the chat if you got your planner. Matter of fact, I need to see your planner in front of you. Like, let me see. Wave the planner in the air. Because then we might be saying it, but we really ain't doing it. We need to do these things. Thank you. So if we got our planner, like we that should help us be more productive. So when we talk about time management, if we are actually getting our planners, we're putting things in our planners, we're putting things in our calendar, we're setting tasks, this is going to help us be more productive. And then we choosing to do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I love what you said, Anna, which is the realization of like prioritizing what you really want to do. When I was working at Pepsi was my part-time job. Coach Crew know this. Like, it was my full-time job, technically on the books, but in my mind, it was part-time. I was in properties, I was making offers, I was hunting down deals. It was to the point where I was losing my company phone. Give me a second, buddy. Give me a second. Ready? So look, this is what I'm doing, right? This is what I'm doing. So let me show y'all this really quick. Right? So I don't know if y'all can see this. It's probably blurry. Let me actually. I don't know if y'all can see this. It's blurry. But I got two calendars. I got a calendar for personal, calendar for business. As soon as I come downstairs, yes. He's stuck. All right. Let me get him up real quick. Give me a second. Yeah. Come on. Let me get you out. I got you. All right, you done. So look, we got a personal calendar. So as soon as I come downstairs on my personal calendar, I got to get my sons ready, right? You see, I'm getting them situated, making them food, brushing their teeth, their routine, pray, read. This is my morning routine. I can't do nothing before I do that. That's my routine. Then I go check my business calendar, which is over here. So the personal calendar is first, and then I go over here in the kitchen, right? And now I got a business calendar, which is a separate calendar now. Because once I knock out the personal, now I have to knock out the business, right? But this is like a systematic thing. You got to get into the routine. Me as your coach mentor, Coach Crew as your coach mentor, and everybody's like leveling up. Nobody's perfect, right? We all, let's just be honest here. Everybody's striving to get to another level. We all may be at different levels, but when I hear us saying, yo, Crew said 7 people that was filling out, doing the work, that's crazy. And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. The fact of the matter is that that's just the numbers. We trying to beat the odds, but only 3 to 5% of people that sign up for programs, coaches, mentorships see any type of success. The reason why most people are not willing to do the work. So the truth about it is, if we say 3 to 5% of people really gonna see success, if we got 35 people on this call, only maybe 3 people is actually going to be buying properties and making 6 figures in their business, 7 figures in their business. So the other 30 plus people, you might as well jump off the call now. You might as well quit the program now. Because according to the numbers, according to the stats, you will not be successful. Your business will fail. You won't reach your results. That's the truth of the matter. Now, the reason why we get on these calls and we give so much resource and support, because we want to beat those numbers. We want to beat the odds. Y'all ready to, y'all want to beat the odds? Y'all want to beat those numbers? Here at Mailbox Me Academy, it was like, no, we making sure we have 90% success rate. Not no 3%, not 5%, but it takes the work, and we got to do the work long enough to see the result. I said it last night. We have to stay in the process. We have to do the work long enough. And you don't know how long it's going to take. That's why that made-up mind is important, like Sunshine said, because when you make up your mind, it don't matter how long it's going to take for me to do that work. But I know as long as I stay in it, the math is going to math. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. So I want y'all to put that in the chat. I'm going to win. And I'm going to close this up and I'll pass it back to you because I got to get going. Got some stuff I got to do. But I just felt like inspired because I'm always on these calls, y'all. I'm always on these calls. Like, just keep it 100. I know what's going on. But I felt inspired to jump on this call because I don't want to see us lose momentum. I don't want to see us get discouraged. I don't want to see us invest money and have support and have resources, things that our parents, grandparents, our ancestors didn't have. They would go crazy if they looking at us like, well, you got all this information, you got technology at your fingertips, you got all these resources and opportunities, and you sitting around this sitting on your hands. What are we doing here? Y'all understand what I'm talking about? So it's really because we want to see the best of you. So I want y'all to make a decision. Number one, pick that one thing that you're gonna do. Don't try to do every single thing, and then just reflect. Let's take it one step at a time, one day at a time. But at the very minimum, we should be doing the activities because everything that's built out in Luhv Plus is for you to win. Everything that's in Luhv Plus is for you to win. We all go through it at our different levels. So I just want to do that. So get me the names, and I want to do this now, Jazz, because if I don't do it now, it's not gonna get done. Because once I leave the house, forget about it. Yes, I'll be real with y'all. Y'all won't be eating lunch on me, right? So get everybody's Cash App and or Zelle, whichever one is more convenient. I prefer Cash App. And I could take care of that probably within the next 15 minutes. So message them directly. But I appreciate y'all. Let's keep winning. And I want to see y'all on that underwriting call tonight at 8 p.m. It's going to be a phenomenal call. The double R is going to be leading and stuff like that as we continue to dial in. So I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all. All right.
Thank you, King Ron. It's always a blessing, y'all, to have him come through and bless us. So y'all already know. This all stemmed from what? Literally going into the assignments and getting intentional about seeing what was being done. And it led us all the way here. And then it turned into a whole blessing as far as the people that's actually on this call. And so even in the midst of us only having 7 people that showed up as far as a particular segment in that work, we are still being blessed. We're blessed to be in this mentorship. We're blessed to be in this community. We're blessed to be surrounded by like-minded people every single day, because we all remember what it's like to not have this community.
Hey, Sonny, so
In a split second, we could all be in that position again. King, yes.
am I lagging? I think my internet is lagging. Am I lagging a little bit?
No, you sound clear for me.
Okay, so let's see how motivated and inspired we are. Can we share the screen and see who actually started doing the work? Because that was a nice little 15-minute break right there that they could have been doing some work, getting some work done, right? Let's see what's actually happening. Because when we talk about becoming more effective in less time, you got to use the time that you have in front of you, because if you don't, you lose it. If you do not use it, you lose it. Everybody put into the chat, if I don't use it, I lose it. And then I want to share my screen real quick, and I want to let y'all go because I want y'all to go out there and be productive today on Wednesday. I want us to go to the groups and rooms. If you have a talent and you don't use it, you lose it. If you have skill, you don't use it, you lose it. If you have time, you don't use it, what happens? You lose it. Do you see any improvements do you see anybody who added? I see Will. Will came in there 24 minutes ago. So shout out to Will for being more effective in less time. Who's doing the MWAs versus the RGAs? Where's Ramel at? Maybe Ramel come up and speak to that. I think you should probably come up and speak to that if he's still in here. Shout out to Peekins. Who else took the time to go in there and add some value? I want to shout them out as well.
Yo, Coach, I was just saying, like, who's still doing MWAs? I think that's part of the reason too, where we only got 24 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? And we probably stuck still doing. Who knows what them MWAs are? What are MWAs, y'all? What are they? He can say the NWA is frustrating, man. I tell you, man, that's a fact. Exactly. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, we gotta cut out the minimum wage activities so it can free up the time for us to do the other things that's more productive, which is those revenue generating activities. So who has cut out them? It's like let me know in the chat what MWAs did you start to cut out? Like who's actually done that actually? Who's actually started to like actually cut out some MWAs? Karen said me. What all right, so give me an example. What MWAs did you cut out so far? Peekins, which ones did you cut out so far? And let us know, like, you cut it out. What did you do to cut it out? Did you hire somebody? Did you what was that process? What was that delegation? Kyle said having somebody live with me now to take care of it. Yeah, funny. Okay. All right, cleaning people, that's good. Peekins can't unmute. I don't know. What else? So Anna, team no sleep. Yep, hire cleaning people. There we go. Hiring a handyman. Mia is dealing with a tree on her roof this morning. Okay, but she ordered meal. Okay, I like that, the meal delivery service. So that's what we. So give y'all. We do this now. Y'all know about Healthy Fresh, right? Y'all know about Healthy Fresh. So the Healthy Fresh has been beautiful. They bring the meals, it lays out the meals, what you eat for the week. You still cook it, but it's already prepped. The seasonings, the ingredients, everything is there, right? So the meal service is definitely powerful. It changes things, give you a lot of time. I have a garbage space I need to rent out. I hire someone to clean it out. What about business wise? Are we hiring any VAs? Did we get any VAs to like do clean out in our emails or like help us organize our calendar, anything like that? So we got something special. Actually, next week, I want to present something for y'all next week to really assist y'all with getting VAs. I'm talking about trained VAs that are already like ready to go. So I'll present something like that to kind of help, alleviate some of those minimum wage activities. But that is where we need to really place emphasis, coach. We probably need to do a work group session on that. Moya, I think we need to do a work group session strictly on what is your MWAs right now? What are you doing right now that's taking up so much of your time? We need to get it off your plate. So now we remove the hour or two off your plate, and now that's your hour or two that you should be doing the work. So now we see that it's there. We see that we created the time for you. We may need to do something like that. So, coach, you can figure out how you want to, orchestrate that. But I personally believe like this is what a lot of us are struggling with. Those MWAs, we got 9-to-5 jobs. I get it. And it takes a certain type of person to really be a risk taker. Like, crew, me and you, we risk takers. So we willing to pull it on the line and tell them, listen, if you fire me tomorrow, all right, I'm gonna win. Not everybody's built to do that. So if you got a 9-to-5 job and then you got family and your travel time and then you gotta eat and this, like, yeah, you don't got a lot of time. You got class, you probably swamped. I get it. You're probably swamped. Well, you are swamped. But if you are swamped, then we need to start hiring. We need to start delegating. It got to be one or the other. It's either you're going to invest your money that you're making at the 9-to-5 job to pay other people to start building up certain things that you need so you can create, or you're just going to cut back time from your 9-to-5 job and risk it all and just do stuff for your business. Back then, I was just risking it all. I was just getting out of work early. Well, I was saying I'm at work and I'm in the office doing this. I'm on my route doing this. That was just me, but not everybody's built like that. You know what I'm saying? If you are, then do what you got to do. But I'm gonna pass it back to you, coach. But I think we definitely need to do something around MWAs and RGAs and really maybe give some more instruction and implementation and really like hands-on, like, all right, this is what we moving. This is how we implement to create that time so that now, hopefully, excuses start to dwindle away. Or maybe it'll be more excuses because now we fill up the time with something else. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'll pass it back to you, coach.
All right, so 100%. Let's get that going today because these minimum wage activities are hindering a lot of growth, right? Like, stop sharing the screen for now. Thank you so much for that. When we give you this opportunity, I would love for y'all to start looking at this as, what if this was your second chance? I would love for you to look at the camera and look at yourself and just Think about it. What if this was your second chance? What if this was your last chance to actually show your greatness? What would that look like? So I want to be able to share my screen real fast, and I want to break down some things. And this is all about being fundamental. If I could have like 10 more minutes of your time, put 10 more in the chat, just so I know. I don't want to just hog up everybody's time. I know you got things to do. 10 more, 10 more. All right, I appreciate that. So we spoke yesterday, well, Monday, about money, right? What was the root word in money? It's a short word. What is the root word in money? Mo, right? Mo. We spoke about this. It's very important to acknowledge this. Why? Because this is going to help you have clarity, what we call clarity. So let's start breaking this down real fast because I got something else I want to show you. Mo. What is the short word mo a representation for or symbolization for? Motion, right? So we want to have money in what? Motion. Money needs to be in motion. Now, why does this make sense? Because your time is connected to your money. That's why people say time is money, even though money is infinitely greater than time. I mean, well, time is infinitely greater than money. The thing about it is that they're still connected, right? Money is an unlimited resource. Time is a limited resource. So what you do with your time matters. What you're doing in motion matters, right? What you're doing with your energy matters. So money is a form of energy. With that energy, it creates what we call waves. So there's going to be what we call ups and downs, right? With waves. You're going to have some downs and you're going to have some ups. This is the flow of money, right? It's ebbs and flows when it comes to money. This is just the natural flow of money. So there's going to be times where you have downs. There's going to be times where you have ups. There's going to be times where you have to give up money. There's going to be times where you have to receive money. You have to understand when that time is due to your current situation. Now, when we talk about current, what is also current? Current could be wind, current could be water, waves, right? But current could be circulation. Circulation is the currency, right? Where are you circulating your money? Where is your money going? When we talk about putting your money in places and people and things, has to be in a space that is circulating, right? We got that, right? We're clear on that, right? People, places, things. Now, if you're putting your money into places and people and things where your money is being stopped, you're blocking the wind or you're blocking the wave. Technically, you're blocking your blessings. It is the same thing with time. It's the same thing with time. What is time, right? Money is an exchange. It's an exchange of what? It's an exchange of, let me know in the chat. What is money an exchange of? This time exchange as well. But when we talk about money or currency, right? How do you feel saying currency? Right? Currency. So when you talk about exchange, this is what's actually going down. Let's put it this way, y'all. This is what's going down. So when you look at it, an exchange is this. You have some type of change that has happened to you. It's the past now. It's an exchange. It's an exchange. Now, in order to make money from an exchange, you have to provide value from an exchange. So here's the breakdown. Money is a currency, right? Currency is about change. See, the money leaves your hand into somebody else's hand. That's the change. What you get with the money changes your reality. That's the change. Okay. So now what do you do with the change? You circulate the change. When you circulate the change, it becomes an exchange. So, okay, why does this make sense? Why is this even something that is relevant to me? Because I have to understand that this world is about exchange. This entire existence is about exchange. What are you exchanging in order to have something? So whether you're giving up time, whether you're giving up money, whether you're doing something, it's an exchange. So just like money is an exchange, time is an exchange. But what are you exchanging? It starts to show the difference, right? So when we talk about time management, it's about exchange management. So giving up minimum wage activities allow you to have revenue generating activities and to focus on that more. So let's just show you an example. Let's just say you only put a little time and effort into your craft. How big is the exchange when you go to sell? Let's say you were making paintings and you spent 2 minutes on your painting, right? Let's say you were baking cakes or making food, and let's just say you had an opportunity to cook and make sure the food was thoroughly cooked, but you only prepped for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and the time that you took to put into the craft wasn't enough. So the exchange rate is low. The exchange rate is low. You got to manage your exchange. Let's say you had a lot of time to put into your craft, then what you would get back from the exchange would be higher value. So the little bit of time that you have will create a little bit of exchange. So now when you break this down, this is how it comes down to your time management. If you are only putting a little bit of focus into the priorities, your exchange, the things that you get in return, will only be minimal. If your priority and your management is high on that thing, your knowledge, you acquire this knowledge, you can go ahead and exchange. So, all right, let me just break it down into transactions now. Transactions. So if I'm a person where, once again, whatever it is that I'm offering to somebody, because we understand that it's about having an exchange, it's about having the currency, right? So when I bring it up to this slide here, it's about the circulation. Where is it at on the market? What am I doing? So when I take my money and I put it into people, I should be putting it into people for a result. So what type of people? Mentors. So I take the money, I put the money into circulation into a mentor. So now what do I need to do? I need to take the information that they've given me, I need to apply it, and then now I need to make an exchange. I must now exchange the information that I have to somebody else who used to be in my situation. That's why we talk about moving 3 steps ahead or 2 steps ahead of where you used to be. That's all you need to be, is 2 or 3 steps ahead of where you used to be in order to start making these exchanges. So in order for you to acquire money that's inside of this circulation, you need to start having an exchange. What are you willing to exchange? Some of you aren't willing to exchange your time to go do the work that we assign you to do. So the results that you get are minimal, and you complain about the results you got. So you complain about the work and the results you got from the work that you didn't do. But what if you just understood that it's all mathematical? What if you just understood that it's all about an exchange? What am I willing to give in order to get? See, you need some sort of change. So the money that was circulating around, right? The money that was circulating around to that mentor, the mentor gave you some information. You now have that information and you take that. Now you've changed. Now your change is a past thing. So it's an exchange. So now you're taking what you learned from the past and you're exchanging it with somebody else who now would love to take on that change. All right, so maybe look, first of all, let me stop sharing this. Maybe that's a little too deep. Hold on real quick. Let me ask right now, real fast, because I did say 10 minutes and now it's 10:10, so I gotta stop. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do some more this Friday coming up on this particular, but I want to know right now from anybody here, what are you willing to exchange? When we talk about these minimum wage activities, which ones are you willing to exchange? So I want you to put that into your group. I want you to go into your groups on Luhv Plus, and I want you to talk about that. I want you to express what is it that you need to change. Real quick, 30 seconds or less. If anybody has anything, any feedback, if you want to get some insight, you want me to dive deeper on a thought that you had, or just anything you want to add, 30 seconds or less, we'll bring you up. If not, we'll get ready to have Sonny come up with some closing statements. To me, this is the biggest thing for me. The biggest thing for me is understanding what it is that you want. Write it down real fast in the chat. What is it that you want?
Hey, Crow. We gonna stop letting we gonna stop giving people time. Like, we gonna just start calling people out. Cause we gotta move fast. Like, this is the championship year, so y'all gotta move fast. So if
So
y'all not
wait a
raising your
minute, wait a
hands, we
minute.
gonna just call them out. We gonna call them
So
out.
in other words, what you're saying is that they just got to be prepared to be called on.
Yes.
And if you're not prepared to be called on, we can't win a championship this way, right?
Absolutely.
Because everybody has to be able to deliver in order for us to win, because we win as a team. Together, everyone achieves more. So for you, what's up, Coach? Who we calling out today?
I see Anna already. She's on my screen. So Anna, what's going on?
Let's get Anna up here. I want to be where Anna's at. Now, I want to exchange where I'm at to be where Anna's at.
Oh, there we go. I'm manifesting it, okay?
Manifest it.
Manifesting it. So, as I mentioned earlier, I need to definitely work not so much on my time management, but prioritization. And with prioritization, what am I prioritizing? You asked what I want. I want financial freedom. And with financial freedom, or having financial freedom for me, is not going to really come from my full-time job. That's just not going to happen, right? So I'm going to prioritize moving forward myself. And I think I forgot who mentioned earlier at the start of this meeting, prioritizing ourselves, putting ourselves first. I think it was John. We take care of everyone else and we forget about ourselves. Prioritizing myself. And also, I will say this, it's sort of sad that everyone in this program, we paid money to be here in exchange of value. And we're getting the value, and most of us, myself included, we're not holding ourselves accountable. We're grateful to have the coaches here, holding us accountable, pushing us, right? But also, we need to look at ourselves and hold ourselves accountable as well. Are we doing the work to get our goals achieved or get what we want done completed? Or at the end of the program, are we going to say, well, I didn't get much out of it? That also depends on us. You guys can pour into us as much as you can. Like Ramel said, the resources, the information, all of that. But if we're not believing in ourselves, right now, what I'm hearing from you guys is you guys believe in us more than we believe in ourselves. And that is a bit concerning. So I'm committed in this group today. To start, I am going to respond to Moya's messages every single morning, and I am going to do the homework.
All right. Who's group? Oh yeah, you're with Apolline and Kiana.
Right. But in the Accelerator Bootcamp, Maya, she posts daily the homework or what we need to get done, or what our commitments, non-negotiables, what are we grateful for? So I'm going to be posting there.
Absolutely. This is a competition. We need to have, we're going to have a coaches, well, being that they're paired together, this time around, we're going to have coaches of the month. So that's a win for Apolline and Kiana's team. So mark that down, Moya, mark that down. And this is a competition. So in order for you to show up for yourself and show up for your coach, you got to make sure that you participate. You got to make sure you do the homework, right? And you're going to get rewarded. That's just how it goes. What are you going to exchange? Before we let you go, Anna, what are you going to exchange in order to prioritize what it is that you need to get that financial freedom, that financial prosperity?
So I started working on it this morning. It is a little bit of my time. I have team meetings at my full-time job in the morning, and I have informed everyone that we're going to have our meetings later in the afternoon, and I'm going to be making sure that I'm fully available and engaged in the calls. So I'm willing to exchange some of my time here in the mornings to get that value and achieve my goal of financial freedom.
Is it workable or non-workable for you?
It is workable, but also, as Ramel said earlier, it could be taking a risk, right? My full-time job, I'm aware, is my bread and butter right now. So it is sort of taking a risk, but then what is a priority and what am I doing? I'm betting on myself right now.
Aha, hold on. Aha, right? It's because most people would go with that mindset and say, my job is the bread and butter, but your job is not the end all be all. Your job is not what you actually want to have as your destination, right? Your job is not the priority over the dream that you totally have. It's just a stepping stone to get there. So I love that. Continue to go, and then we're going to take one more person, and we're going to close up, y'all.
Okay, I'm good.
All right,
right, so
everybody send
next
some
up,
love to
we
Anna
got-
in the chat. Send some love to Anna in the chat. Were you finished or did you get cut off? Let's ask her to unmute.
Yep, I'm good.
All right, awesome. Great job, Anna, for being a leader and stepping up. Remember, y'all can get those cash apps today, but let's continue to go. Shout out to everybody. Happy birthday to Kara. Send some love in the chat for Kara. Definitely, it's a great time to send some love. Let's go with the last person, Queen Sunshine. Who is that?
That is our very own Queen Sophie. Come talk to us, Queen.
Okay, guys. Hi. Powerful message this morning. I was on and off video because I'm actually driving to a meeting. So this worked out perfect for me. And kudos to my island girl, Anna. We're going to be celebrating in Jamaica someday. I am willing to give up,
Wait, hold on. Say it with the terminology. Hold on, so say it with the terminology.
I am giving up.
I am exchanging. Wait, no.
I am
exchanging.
I am exchanging my meeting schedule at work in order to fit in my accountable calls on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And I'm also getting up earlier in the mornings in order to put my post on. It is sometimes confusing, I'm not gonna lie, because I can't remember what day I'm on, but I'm going to start at 6 o'clock, start my post, and whatever I'm not able to finish before 6:30, then I will do it at night. So the non-negotiable, the commitment, the affirmation, those are not that they're easy, but they come easy in my mind. So I'm going to do those first. And then my story, and I need to start working out so I can post some pictures. But also some of the minimum wage activities, it's within my current 9-to-5 job. The things that I don't have to work on, I am going to prioritize better. And this 9-to-5 job that I have is a means to an end, and my end is becoming financially independent, financially free, and being able to do and live the life that I know I was meant to live.
Absolutely, 100%, without doubt, right, Sophie? Without doubt, right? Be in Jamaica.
Without a doubt, yes, we all going to Jamaica.
Shout out to my Caribbean people. If y'all haven't joined the Caribbean Love on the groups and rooms, go ahead and do that, and blow it up a little bit. I want to see y'all do more. So Apolline has been dropping the time management for entrepreneurs ebook inside the chat. Go ahead and use that. And we got some other things coming up for you as well to help you make some money. Remember, next week we're going into products and we're going into selling. So y'all got to get ready. You got to get ready. Start getting your ebooks together. Start getting the products that you want to sell. Start getting your business. This week, everybody needs to complete the business plan challenge. Create a business plan challenge on the Luhv Plus app. Can we write that down and make sure everybody understand that? Create a business plan. Create a business plan. Everybody's doing that challenge. Create a business plan challenge. It's real easy. You can do that in one day. You can do it in a matter of 30 minutes. Right? So that's going to wrap up for today. I know we gave y'all so much. So when we get to Friday, we're going to unpack it a little bit more and we're going to do some work in real time so everybody can get that work done. The key thing with this is progression. Can we become 1% better each day? And I'm loving what I'm hearing from Anna. I'm loving what I'm hearing from Sophie. I'm loving what I'm hearing from Kara. I'm really loving what I'm hearing from a lot of people right now. And I want to hear more from Kyle. I want to hear more from other individuals who make moves in the community, but they don't really speak on the calls. All right. So shout out to John. Thank you, John, for being that reinforcer, for being that person who is that visualizer to help promote and put people in position of power. If anybody needs to climb up the corporate ladder, John has the strategies and the tools to do so. All right. So I want y'all to connect with John. You can find everybody inside the community. Send John a message and John will be able to work with you. We're also going to host some pop-up classes where John can go in more depth with what he was alluding to as far as those tools and things that's going to help you become more effective in less time, as that is the goal and the priority. Now, does everybody have their accountability partners? Put a 1 in the chat, put a 0 in the chat if you do not. You need to acquire an accountability partner. Right? Sunshine, you want to close us up before we end the Zoom?
Sure. All right, y'all. So today has been an absolute.
Oh, wait, hold on. Last thing. Let me just say goodbye to y'all because I'm not going to be on at the end. She's getting ready to close it up. Peace, love, and beautiful energy to everybody because you are amazing. You are whole. You are complete. You are your greatest gift, but you're also your greatest curse. So which one are you going to choose to be? I'm choosing to be the greatest gift. That means I'm operating in my purpose. I'm showing up and I'm reaching my full potential. If you're with me, somebody said I'm reaching my full potential in the chat. Go ahead, Sonny, take us away with the closing, baby.
Absolutely. We so appreciate you, King. Listen,
Sonny, can I say something real quick before you give us the sunset, please?
Sure.
Thank you, Queen, because you know I'm ready. Please send me your Zelles and your Cash App, Marlon, Sophie, Latanya, Moya, Kyle, and anybody else that did not send it. If you do not send it by the time this call is over, it is clipped. I have things to do. I am not hunting anybody down. Respectfully, I love y'all. Send your Cash App or your Zelle. This has been a message approved by your mentor, Big Mogul. After this Zoom is done, it is clipped. I am not hunting anybody. I don't care what wanna say. I have things for do. And send it again. This message has been approved. I love y'all.
Only in this community. Like, what are we talking about? Like, only in this community can you get all of this type of love. Like, I absolutely love it. Today has been an absolutely amazing day. We got blessed by all the kings. Like, every kind of king came through and blessed us today. What? King John and the time management. So what did we hear from as far as our king? He talked about fear is only an emotion, right? And what do we know about emotions? They temporary. They don't last. So don't live in a space that does not last. Don't make permanent decisions in spaces that are only temporary, right? So fear is only an emotion. And what did the king tell us? Faith is an action. Your faith is an action. Move. Move on your faith. It will take you everywhere you need and want to go. That is so important. And what we are achieving more in 2024, you better know about it. This is our championship year. Live it, know it, believe it, walk in faith in that all year long. We are talking about learning how to manage your time. The king came through with an amazing presentation. He talked to us about like understanding that your dreams are just as important as everybody else's dreams. I needed somebody to tell me that a long time ago. I was so busy making everybody else's dreams a priority, making everybody else's dreams come true. I was great at that. I forgot all about mine. Not no more though. Not no more. So I'm here. And then it's so important about getting into the room, right? King John let us know that that's the beginning of the change. Getting into the room. Y'all are in the room right now. And now that you've made it here, you've decided to be here, don't you dare exit the room that you are starting to see the results that you want in your life. Don't you dare. You better don't. You don't want to be on the other side of that door. You better don't, because y'all see the results already happening. You see the changes that you want to make. Just stay consistent. It's all about us moving, doing the things that we need to do. Again, it's not about our mentors. They're doing their job. We just got to show up and do our part. Because the results we don't get is not predicated on them. It all has to do with what we choose to do, how we choose to move. Because this mentorship, I promise you, day in and day out, will always over deliver. It will never be on them. It's always on us. So what is it about? It's about changing the narrative to yourself. Make the decision. Inside of this Luhv Plus community, you have the Luhv Bot. That is your own personal open AI on the Luhv Plus app. Use it. Y'all have everything y'all need to succeed in here. Everything that you need. Our King Crew went into telling us, like, what? Stop trying to store stuff in our mind. Write things down. Write everything down. I write everything. If y'all seen, man, listen, don't, I'm just going, yep. Okay, so do the work so that you can actually get the results. Why are we getting up at 5:30 in the morning, our Cali people? Why are we getting up at 8:30 in the morning, our Eastern time people? Because we're supposed to be on accountability calls. These are about being accountable. That's what these calls are about. Doing the work. And then we show up not doing the work. What are we doing? Stop hustling backwards. We got to stop hustling backwards. That is not making any kind of sense, y'all. So we got to work together. We're going to hold each other accountable. Let's do this together, y'all. We are in this together. Our King Crew let us know that your lifestyle is your mindset turned inside out. Wait, stop playing. I feel like that needs to be a poster board in everybody's house. Put it up on the refrigerator. Put it on the mirror in the bathroom. Put it on your front door as you walking out the door, as you coming in the door. It should be a constant reminder. Your lifestyle, all of our lifestyle, literally is our mindsets turned inside out. It's a reflection of our mind. He let us know that nothing matters more than our personal development. I think most of us know that by now. Everything that we want is on the other side of our personal development. So we should never, ever, ever stop like investing into our own personal development. We should always be working on being better. Every day we should be working on doing something to make us better. And then King John, he came back, he talked to us about how activity is not like productivity. There's a lot of us that know how to just make busy. We know how to be busy, doing a whole bunch of what? Nothing. No, like that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We got to make sure that we are being busy doing the right things, the things that matter. Mogul came through and blessed us and said, like, look, sometimes it's simply about reflection. Sometimes just sit still, be still. Sometimes you just got to be still for a moment and reflect on what you want, where you going, what are you doing, where are you right now? Reflect on the person you were, who you are right now, the person you're looking to become. Be still sometimes so that you could know what you need to do. That King Mogul also talked to us about prioritizing. We know that prioritizing is everything. Mogul talks to us about like doing the work long enough. A lot of us do the work, but we're not doing it long enough to become good at it, to master it. Like so many of us are doing so many different things. I've been guilty of that, doing so many different things that we're not mastering anything. No, let's stop that. Like we're going to make a decision. He talked to us about stop trying to do everything. Like literally just decide to do something and master that. King Ku talked about like what? If you don't use it, you lose it. It's the truth though. The minimum wage opportunities, what? They are doing what? They are hindering us. That is something that we all need to sit down and think about. How many minimum wage opportunities are we spending time on every day? We probably really need to really sit down and start paying attention to that. Crew asked and put a question out there, and it's like, yo, what if this is your second chance? What if this is your last chance? Those are real questions to sit down and be still and reflect on and ask yourself. We got to toss those minimum wage activities out the door if that is the case, and literally just focus on the revenue generating activities. It's all about understanding what it is that you want, right? And as he exited, he talked about either being a gift or a curse. Y'all are all gifts. Y'all are all blessings. But make sure that everything that you do, every day that you have, choose to be the gift to yourself. I love y'all to life. Y'all have been amazing. This has been another amazing accountability call. Y'all have the work sessions at 1 p.m. every day that are an amazing blessing. Please utilize all the resources that you have available to you to help get you to the next level. Don't forget to do the business plan challenge. Make sure everybody is tapping in with their groups. Please make sure that y'all are doing the work. We spent some time talking about doing that work. Please make sure y'all get that information over to Jazz, because once this call closes out, your lunch is gone bye-bye now. So don't miss out on that blessing. King Magic, what's up? I see your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about doing the work, right? It's maybe we need a different term for that. It's really doing a progression. It's doing a progression. It's doing the living, because I just want to tell y'all what the work did for me. And I'm not saying this because I'm a coach. I'm just gonna tell you the results of it. Is the fact that a lot of things that we don't physically see are the most important things that shifts our progression, right? Like you can't see air, but it's the most important thing for you to even exist. You can't see the words that you speak. You can't see emotions, but these are all things that shifts your reality, right? So just for myself, and I wrote my achievements down in the chat, like 827 credit score, over 350K in funding. But I was talking about that on the Luhv Plus app, right? Like I was writing it down. So the thing that these tasks push you to do is to be very detailed and tap into your emotions to feel what it is, like be intentional about what it is that you're saying. So it gives you the assignment, but now you have to put your emotion into that assignment. So if it's non-negotiables, what things do you need to eliminate and put in 3 sentences? So yeah, we say the first 30 days is how you win a day, but sometimes it might take an hour, like if you're very intentional. But in doing that, you're putting that emotion out there. This is an invisible thing, but you're putting that energy out there for it to manifest. So a lot of things that I said when I was doing my test just manifested. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I knew that's what I wanted because I was intentional. Like the task gives you the direction on, okay, this is what you need to focus on. And once you put that emotion behind it and you spend some time on it, that's why I say 3 sentences or more. But if you're really doing it that way, you are putting the energy out there that you won't even understand and you won't even know how it will manifest, but it will. And I'm saying out of experience. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I said make sure you read exactly what it's saying and do it that way, because that's the way that you will actually see the results.
All right, y'all. It has been an absolutely amazing Wednesday. I thank y'all all for all of your participation, for showing up today for yourself. And I want to end this note on a high note. I need everybody to come off mute. I need everybody to go out here and have an amazing day. If you have not done your work yet, go in there and get intentional and make sure you get it done now. Like, go ahead and get that knocked out. Get it knocked out. Get it done, out the way. And we're going to be super intentional now moving forward, because y'all know on Friday, y'all know what the calls are about. Y'all know on Friday, we bringing it back up. Y'all do know we will have that assigned and aligned segment, and we're going to bring this part right back up. Like, it's not changing. So, like, let's just get this into our head and know that, okay, it needs to look different on Friday. So, King Marlon, it's good to see you in here, King Marlon. King Peekins, it's good to see you. Queen Vanita, thank you for coming through. Queen Anna, yes, we all want to be re-wet. My other Queen Anna with the beautiful baby, thank you for blessing us with your presence. Queen Angie, it's always good to see you. The Queen Mia has been in the building. King Will, it's always a pleasure. King John, you already know what it is. We love you to life. And like, look, all of y'all, it's been absolutely amazing. Everybody with y'all camera off. I don't know if y'all are at work or whatever it is y'all got going on, but thank you for being here. We love y'all to life. Queen Latanya, thank you for showing up even at work. We need all of y'all to sit up there and just get focused and make sure you do the work so that you could have the results that you want and live the life that you truly deserve and desire. It's been real. Y'all have an amazing day. I want everybody to come off mute and let's go out with some major energy. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Unmute.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yes,
Let's
it's
get it. Let's
Let's
get
Wednesday.
it.
get the day.
Let's get it. Let's get
Let's
it.
Start of a
go,
big
let's
Go
go,
Wednesday.
ahead,
let's
Dolly.
go,
Good. Go
let's
ahead,
You
go,
Dolly.
win.
let's
Good.
go,
John, you the
Happy
let's
man.
Wednesday.
go,
The man.
Dolly,
let's
good.
go, let's
Mailbox
go,
Let's
let's
get
go,
it.
millionaires.
let's go,
Let's
let's
get
go,
them.
let's go, let's go, let's
Let's
go.
Happy
go.
Start the
Gotta
day,
Wednesday.
win
y'all.
today. I gotta
Hey,
win
Go
today.
ahead,
start
Dolly.
the day.
I
Start the
gotta
day
win
for me.
today.
Happy
Light work.
birthday,
That's
Queen
right.
Kira.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
Happy
birthday.
Kira.
birthday,
Happy
Kara.
Have
birthday.
an
Kara,
amazing
happy
day.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
Thank
birthday.
birthday.
you.
Love y'all, family.
Absolutely. Y'all have a
Y'all be
great
easy.
day. Love y'all.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys. Love
Thank
y'all.
you.
Peace.
See, I'll be able to see her coming. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go.